Okay guys, this is a video on the SST loading trays. As some of y'all may have been following me, kind of know what's going on. Some don't, so I'll start from the beginning. Well, first of all, I started reloading for 380. And as most people know, it's a very short cartridge. Most factory loading trays, this will sink right into it and not even be sticking up very far, a few thousandths. And I had a RCBS funnel and it would not fit. You couldn't put powder in it. You had to bring it out here and you still can barely make it work. It's almost touching the table. So I set out to make a loading tray that will work for the 380. This is where this started at, the 380. So what I done was I went out and bought a Hornady /MTM funnel, Lee funnel, and a Lyman easy funnel. And I worked around those three funnels, or four funnels, to make loading trays. And I showed a couple people about them, and they said they would really like to buy some if I made them. So did some more research, did some prototypes and stuff, got some feedback, and this is what I've come up with. For the 380, well, let me say this. 380 Sammy spec, major diameter here is 374, and that's what I have on the deal, is the Sammy spec numbers. Most Sammy specs show a number such as 374 minus 10 thousandths. So basically you have 374 is the max diameter they're allowing, down to 374. I've measured a lot of cases and majority of them fall right dead center of tolerance, which should be 369. So I went from there. I made this hole exactly 374. Then took the obviously the RCBS won't work at all, so then I took the Lee. The Lee will not work. Took the Hornady MTM, that works, and the Lyman Easy funnel works. So then I developed the rest of these, doing the same exact things. The 380 and 9mm will only work with the Hornady MTM and the Lyman Easy pour funnel. Now the 40 and the 45 will work with the Lee, and it will work with the RCBS will work with the 40 and the 45. So that's what I've came up with. Now I want to show y'all on the 380. Let's take that out. You can take these things and turn them sideways. They don't fall out. That's how close the tolerance is on them. It's way on all of them, even this big heavy 45. Doesn't fall out. I took and put some rubber feet on the bottom of them to help it stay put. And one of the things, when I sent out some prototypes, some people were saying, well, what kind of plastic is it? The plastic is HDPE. And don't ask me to pronounce all the words because I don't remember it. But HPDE, they were concerned maybe it builds up static. Well, when you look at the recycling codes on nearly anything that's made out of plastic, it has a recycling code on it. Number 2 is HDPE. If you look, bottle of Hodgkins H110, if you look at the recycling on it, it's number 2, HDPE. So there should not be any concern about static electricity. Alright, the next thing is that you can do with these things, like I said, these are all, they're manufactured to the specs of these 4 calibers. That doesn't mean it can only use those calibers. Obviously 9mm is 394 and 380 is 374. Falls in between by 20 thousandths. 223556 falls in between these two. It will not fit into 380, but it will fit in the 9mm. It's obviously, you feel a little, and it's obviously got a little bit more slop to it, but it will still hold the shells pretty good. Oop. Can't go too far, but if you're going that far while you're loading, you're doing something wrong anyway. Now, so you could figure out what'll work and what won't. 45 ACP. This is a 243. Obviously, that's a 30-06 parent head, 308. Anything that has that same head on it will fit in there. It's a little loose, but again, it will go pretty much anywhere you want and not come out of there. Now, one other things that can be done is for the powder coaters. If you like to stand your bullets up, you can load your bullets in here. Put them on your baking tray. Now, I can't guarantee they'll all work. Say, I don't have any 9mm, but I got a 9mm jacketed hollow point, and obviously you see it stands up, but I don't have none to just demonstrate that. But here's a 40. You can stand those up. I don't have any 45s either, but I do have a 44, and it'll work. It will work. It depends on bullet design too, whether it'll work, but it should work. They will all clean up with soap and water. If you get powder coating on it, all you need is a little soap, water, and a toothbrush, and it'll scrub right off. So these things are going to be available for sale at Desert Precision Gunworks, and I'll leave a link in the description for that. Anyway, these are going to be for sale through his website, so check that out. Like I said, I'll have a link in the description below, and they will be up for sale here soon. Thanks a lot.